So I'm curious, have you ever received a message in your Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook inbox? I'm sure that you have received lots of them. But my question is, what do you do with those messages? Do you ignore them? Do you answer every single one of them? Or do you pick and choose who you actually want to converse with? I want to share a story about a random LinkedIn connection that I had about a month ago and how this person has literally changed my life. So it was back at the end of April, and I connected with a gentleman by the name of Dale Goldstein. Dale was just any other random LinkedIn connection that I made. I probably have maybe 6 to 10 new connections each day. After we exchanged our, what do you do? This is what I do, so forth. Dale said to me, would you be interested in doing an exchange of services? I was curious. First of all, I could tell that he needed something from me. Like I could just, by the way he was saying it, it was like, obviously he needs my services and maybe he can help me. I was open to what would come next. So we scheduled a Zoom call, and during the Zoom call, I was immediately attracted to this gentleman. He came to the call and he had like this Zen quality to him that was just immediately made me trust him. As we talked about our stories, I was fascinated with where he come from and just everything that he had been through. And he offered me another gift. He said, I could send you a copy of my book. And I said, sure. He said, but you have to promise me one thing. I said, what is that? He said, you have to promise me that you will read it. I was like, okay. So just a little bit of truth here. I'm the type of person that will start a book and I will read maybe a third to a half of it. And then I don't ever go back to that book because I start another book. So I was a little nervous. So I told him the truth. I said, this is just who I am. I'm just telling you the truth about me. He said, I'll send it to you anyway. I said, okay, great. So the name of the book is Heart Work. How to get what you really, really want. And that's what Dale was going to help me with. I was going to give him my business and marketing advice, and he was going to help me overcome the blocks that were getting in the way of me having what I really, really want. So while I was waiting for our session, the Heart Work session that I was going to do with him, this book arrived. I have to admit, I was expecting just a normal paperback book. But what I got instead was this gorgeous, beautiful hardback book that is literally, if I can show you here, a full color. Here, let's see the pictures? A full color, beautiful book. What a gift. That was just the first gift that I got from Dale. When we scheduled the session, I started thinking about what do I really, really want? And I knew it wasn't something like, business growth or, to move to San Diego. Yes, these are things that I really want, right? But it's not what I really, really want. What I thought I really wanted was to improve the relationship that I had with my teenage son. He's going to be leaving the nest soon, and he's just kind of had a streak of 18-year-old rebellion. And I really wanted to get that relationship on track before he left for college. I showed up for the session, and all I can say, it was amazing. We started on the surface, of course, giving him context for, what was going on in my life and so forth. And then Dale took me on the most amazing journey deep into my heart and soul to really reveal what was going on inside of me. I'll admit, I cried. I cried and I cried. It was really deep work, but he stayed with me until the end. And I came to a place of peace. But the journey didn't stop there. We continued our relationship. I, of course, gave him an hour's worth of my marketing and business advice, which he found to be extremely helpful. But for me, nothing compares to doing the deep soul work that Dale offers. So I scheduled another session with him. And this time I had the opportunity to start digging deeper into his book. And there were so many questions in there that I took the time to really contemplate and really dig deep into my soul about what I really, really wanted. And what I discovered is that I really wanted self-forgiveness and self-love. And so in the next session, we went even deeper into that. And I grieved the mistakes that I've made as a parent. I just really dug into the work of what it would mean for me to forgive myself for not being the perfect parent that I wish that I could have been. And what it would mean to love myself with all of my imperfections and the strengths that I bring to the world. What a gift. All I can say is what a gift it was that Dale gave to me. This is the work that Dale is giving to people in the world. And had I not answered or responded to that LinkedIn message, I would not have received the gift that I got. So what's the moral of this story? Because as you guys know, I speak on business and marketing, but yet right now I'm telling you a very deep heart story. And there's two morals to this story. One is that you never know who you are going to meet on social media, on your inbox messages. So don't ignore them. Always respond kindly and politely to whoever contacts you. Even if you don't need what they have, what they're offering, it's okay to still be in relationship with that person, because you never know how that person's going to touch your life or how you might touch theirs. And then the second moral of the story is, if you are running a heart-centered business like myself, your business is your heart and soul. And if you want to be your best, you must clean house on your heart and soul. There's no other way of being in your business. And if we look around right now to everything that is happening in this world, the only solution right now is to clean house on your own heart and soul. So dig deep. Find that love. Find that love for yourself. Find that peace within yourself so that you can bring that love and that peace to the world. So thank you for listening. If you like these nuggets, most of the time, like I said, it's business and marketing. Today, it just happened to be something from my heart. But I do these every week, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will talk to you next week.